Hello guys. So that's actually been long. I actually posted a video concerning the market's movement. So I decided to make a video today, just a little update on what I'm expecting BTC to do. Maybe in a couple of weeks or if possible say months. Because right now BTC is actually giving a clear movement to the upside. So there's no clear determination, there's no clear direction that it will still come to grab the zones from the from the higher time frame. So for some people who are actually spectating, like, okay, maybe after this BC halving is over and the bull run is over, where are we expecting to see the market to start considering another buy? So a little update that I just feel like what BT is gonna do. So checking from the higher time frame, which is a weekly time frame, we can clearly see that BTC cleared the other zone here. It's cleared the zone here. It's cleared it out, came down, grabbed liquidity around here, but he grabbed liquidity on this week here. After grabbing liquidity on this week here, then he made the massive pump and broke out from this other structure. So now it's clearly showing that BTC made a good move to the upside, and likely BTC make a good move to the upside, and there's a high chance that if it should come down again, it might just want to pick liquidity here and continue pumping. It might not even want to come down that much. It might come over to this zone, pick liquidity and continue pumping, but it might still come down because we cannot just predict the market like that. It's unless we will see a rejection. Maybe after it come down here, then check maybe 4 hours to see rejection from 4 hours. If there's a rejection to the upside from 4 hours or a change of character to the upside from 4 hours, then you can consider buying again for a long time hold, maybe a 2 year hold again. Because I'm expecting by next year ending, the market should have start dumping again. Because normally in every bull run, after the halving, sometimes it take a year and before the market will start dropping again. Like let's go back to the last bull run. So the other bull run, we had the last bull run on 2020, around 2020, and you see after 2020 the market didn't make that much massive move till ending of 2020. Same thing it did this year again. Around ending of 2020, you can see the massive move it did. It made a massive pump. So it's something that normally happen in the market. It made a massive pump around ending. Same thing it did here around ending of the month. It began to make a massive pump. Around ending, it began to make a massive pump. So that's the same thing it did here. Around ending, it made a massive pump to the upside. And if you see that it didn't take up to a year, it took up to a year. It took almost the full of 2021 before the thing started dumping. And when it started dumping, you can see that it thing dumped massively before it started pumping again. So it is something that might likely happen again in the market, because the market just gets to display, like it's the market just get to display what like the past movement. That is why it's easy for traders to analyze and find entry, because the market just keep giving out what it has give out before. Like it just keep on like replaying its same movement, like its past movement. It keep replaying it. So there's something that the market is likely to do again. So I still, but there's still a high chance that we might still see the market coming down to this zone, or maybe even breaking out from this zone self and dropping more. But as I said, when the market is coming down, we use through 4 hours to check when it change direction to the upside again for us to enter. It might not even get to this zone self. It might maybe come close to this fair value gap here, maybe pick the fair value gap and want to reject. As I still said, we use the 4 hours time frame to find entry, for buy. I'm not talking about trading. I'm talking about people I want to buy on spot. I want to spot bag. So, but for now, we cannot actually tell that the market is actually dumping, because if you should check from even the daily time frame, the market is clearly showing an uptrend. Market is clearly showing that it's still on an uptrend. Like if you should check the daily time frame now, we can see that okay, this was a structure, a pump, it came down to this place, it picked liquidity, it pumped. It's kind of looking like it wants to break, but it's yet to break out. Is yet to break out. That is why I say let me make this video in case of if you decide to reject, which I'm not expecting to do yet. I'm not expecting to do. I'm still expecting to see more pump. I'm still expecting to see more massive pump, because the bull run just started. At least supposed to pump like you may, at least even if it wants to start dumping, it should be around middle of next year. That's what I'm expecting. But if it doesn't get to the middle of next year before it starts dumping, I'm still going to let you guys know. I'll still make a video on it and post on the channel and also on my YouTube channel, so you can be able to see and know if it's time for you to start selling off or if it's time for you to start buying again. But for me, I want advice. If you buy anywhere around this zone here, I want advice you sell. Just maybe sell out part of it and leave the rest till the market show you a clear structure for you to buy more. But nevertheless, if you are still interested in maybe you want to still spot bag more coin, then you can still check the 4 hours. Let's check the 4 hours first. Okay, on the 4 hours now, we can clearly see that the market broke structure here. You can clearly see that the market broke structure. It came up again. It actually came up, grabbed liquidity at this other block over here. At this other block over here and started dumping. But still, we cannot call this a valid movement. And this rejection week now, here now, is still not any validation that the market is going to still reject. It's not showing any validation the market is still going to reject because this is the structure here. This is the structure here. And as you can clearly see, there is no valid other block here that the market can come to pick. What's happening? I'm having a bad network. I'm having a bad network. So as we can see, there is no structure here that the market can come to pick. But you can see that the market pulled down. It pulled down with a wick, then reject back and still hold above the main order block here. The valid order block here is still hold above it because this is the valid order block here. The valid order block, and over here is a valid zone. Over here is a valid zone, and you can see the market hold above it, but it still came as slow as close to even the last liquidity. It came close to even sweep liquidity itself. But I don't know. You can't calculate this as as an SFP. But it can still be, it can, no, this is not an SFP. This cannot be calculated as an SFP, but it's still a failed movement. It came down and it rejected. So there's still a high chance that this market might still want to drop a little, or maybe want to come sweep liquidity around this zone and form an SFP movement before pumping, or it might likely just follow from here and pump and break out from this structure here. From this structure over this place here. Might likely still pump and break out from this structure over this place. So even if you want to buy coin now, maybe you want to buy coin and hope for the long time run. For me, I would advise to just buy the coin using margin, using leverage. Maybe for you to spot buy, you can just trade on futures. Maybe when the market's clear a zone, you can trade on futures and maybe use leverage, 100x leverage, 200x leverage to carry it. So for you to be waiting for the market to come down to a zone that can give it 100x, you can just go with this strategy and maybe the market make a good pump and you can still make like 100, 200, 300x without waiting for it to come pick you from the zone that you're expecting it to come pick you from. I'm just trying to throw a little light on a way to make more profits because it's difficult for you to see just 100% that fast. Sometimes it take up to a year for BTC to give up to 100%. It take up to a year for BTC to give up to 100% movement. Like if you should check now from 2013, if you check, I say 2013 from 2020, from 2023. If we should check from 2023, I'm having a bad network. Guys, not be angry with me. My network is quite bad. So now, if we should check from 2023 January, okay, from 2023 January, okay, around here, we can see that the total movement for a year was 400%. But there are still some, okay, 500%, but there are still some coin that will give you this 500% faster in maybe in within a month or 2 months. It has give you this 500% to compare to BTC. So BTC takes long for them to give you up to that percent. And mind you, this is close to, I won't call this a year because January 2023 to 2023 January to August, 2024 January, that is one. So this is likely 2 years. So if you should calculate it, let me say we're going to put it on 2024. 2024 January. So somewhere around there. And we can see that it just gave this is 2020, this is still this is the same December last year. So this is 25. Let me put it on December 7th. So it can be complete a year. 2023 December 7th. Let me put it on December 4. We can clearly see that he only gave 151% in a full 1 year. He only gave 100 down. So as I said before, it can take up to a year for you to see 100% on BTC if you are to sports bag. It takes a very long time for you to see up to 100% on BTC movements if you are to sports bag. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it is difficult, but it's mostly difficult to see up to 100% when spot bagging. But by the grace of God, due to the election news that gave this massive pump, that gave this massive pump, that help us even see up to that. Say, because if the market should move the way it normally move, it will even still take a very long time for it to see up to this kind of move, this kind of pump. But hopefully, we still keep seeing pump like this in the market. So this is what I can just say on the BTC movement. There's still other pairs that you can still consider buying. Like if you should check this RXP. RXP really did very good. RXP did very good. This was a trade I took on it. So RXP did very good. Let me take this out. Let me clean all this out. So let me take all let me take all this out. Let me explain something on this now. So as you can see, RSP did fucking good. It made a very massive pump and broke its structure, its last high, and broke it by big gap. It broke it very well. We can see that in within few weeks, let me just say a month and it gave us a total of 400. And as I say that BT took 2 years to give 500% profit, another coin can take only a year or even few a month sef to give you that the same profit. As you can see on this now, this only take a month and few days for it to give you total of 481% profit. A lot of people made good money from this. A lot of people made good money from this. And as you can see, the market broke this structure here, which I cannot still verify as a clear structure because the market has already tested this zone here. That's tested this zone here. So if by God grace the markets pump more, or maybe it's my dump, we might say a little dump. But the market actually also did well. So let's check also Dodge. Let's check Dodge. Dodge another pair that I felt like it did well. But the problem here is that all these pairs I'm showing are pairs that don't have that has a very high market cap. So it is likely for it to not make that massive pump. Like give you like 1,000%, 500%, 600% that easily. But if you can still see that dog did well, dog really did well. Starting from okay, it took 2 months and but it really did well. But I cannot predict if this market will still keep pumping, but we might likely see the market pump to this zone here. Maybe up to this zone here before it might dump, or maybe it might even pump and break out. But you can determine that from the lower time frame. I'm actually using weekly time frame to check the market. So you can determine that from a lower time frame. But as you can see, the market really did well. So this one pumped 300%. And but that Ripple pump more to compare to Dodge. So let's check other pairs. Let's check something like okay, let's check Shiba. No, Shiba didn't make that much movement. Shiba didn't pump that much. Let's check BNB. Let's check BNB. Let's check BNB. BNB is another coin again that I know that also broke its structure, its all-time high. Yeah, it broke its all-time high too. As you can see that it make a very massive pump and broke its all-time high at 700 and now. So as you can see now, BNB also made good structure, but BNB did not give that potential for higher profits to compare to some other pairs. Let's say within a year, I'm trying to check within a year interval how many percent movement they gave. I'm having bad network. Okay, BNB just gave 200%. You can see that it's not giving that much. All these pairs aren't giving that much profit to compare to. But let's now check pairs that have lower market cap. Let me go into coin market cap and browse on that. Give me a few minutes. To bear with me, I'm having a poor network connection, so bear with me. So let's check coin that did massive pump, that did very well in the last 24 hours. So we'll do this, check this. In the last 24 hours, the coin that pumped the most was this, which is It Gets Token BGB, having total market cap of 4 billion. Okay, the last 24 hours, okay, the last 7 days, the coin that pumped the most was this, right? Yeah, so this that pumped the most, having 13 billion market cap, having 13 million market cap in the last 7 days. But let me see this. Okay, let's check on this. Let's check on this. Okay, so as you can see this now, it actually broke structure. But wait, let's see. Maybe I might actually look at buying this pill, this coin. This coin might be a good option to buy. That is if this week should close above here. If the week should close above this zone here. If the week should close above here, I might consider buying this. If the week should close above here. If the week should close above here, I might consider buying some of this. But as you can see, this actually pumped. It tried. It didn't pump much, but it still pumped well. Within few weeks, it pumped well. Within a month, and it took a month, and it actually pumped well. So if this coin should clearly break out from here, then we might likely see it pumping to maybe this zone here. Or for a long time hold, it might break structure. If PTC keep pumping, then we might likely see it break structure. But if it should hold, like if the market should break out from this zone, I might consider buying from here. I consider hopping in around this zone here, or hopping in around this zone here. Then holding it here. My first profit to be here. Then maybe second profit. I might use lower time frame to check, so I can see where else again I can likely put profit again on this zone. But I might likely want to see the market come down a little. That is after I break the zone on the week. Let me see the daily time frame. Let me see if we break the zone from the daily time frame. Let's see if the zone was broken from the daily time frame. Okay, it was clearly broken on the daily time frame. Then this might be a good potential to buy. Might be a good potential to buy. Maybe we can just buy little of this and watch how it plays out. It might be a good potential to buy if you want to buy some coin. It can actually be a good pair to buy. It might not give you that much profit again, but it's still a better, a more good, a more better pair to buy than and expect a good run. So let me see some other pair. Only that, mind you, before you buy any pair, try go on live post. If it's Twitter, you go on on X. It's no more Twitter again, it's now X. So you go on X, you check the news and update on it to see if the coin, like see the people that is on it and check if it's something that might have a better future. It might have a better future. As we can see, it's only having 2 billion market cap. It's still a high chance that this 2 billion can go to 6 billion. So it's still a good potential to buy. That is if the news on it. Now, if you check the news and figure out that the news on it is actually a good news, then it's a good pair to buy. The another one again that I want to check again is this what coin. When let me check on this. There was this coin I bought the other time that gave me 300% profit. Come, let me check on that too. I will check on that one too. Check on this so we can see the movement of it. Only that I'm having bad network, so it's actually taking time to load. So this pair is looking as if it's not doing well, but it's also kind of doing well because as you can see, it broke out from the other structure. It broke out, and you can see that it's broke out here too. It came down to grab, it pumped more. This is the daily time frame. So I might likely see this market doing a massive pump too. And if you should check the market from, okay, let's check within a month. Within a month, how was the movement within a month? Okay, it didn't do that much, but it actually still pumped 100%. But it didn't do that. It didn't do that much, but it's actually still a good pair to still look out for a buy. Maybe if the market should reject, then we can look out for it. But let me see the weekly zone. Let me see the weekly time frame and see the zones on the weekly zones. Let me see if it has a kind of clearer structure to pump more. Okay, yeah, the weekly zone is actually looking nice. Okay, the market broke here, it pumped, it came down, grabbed liquidity around this zone here, it didn't break out. So, and we have a clear structure. There's still a high chance for this market to still make a massive pump. That is if the news now, this now depend on the news on the market on it. Like if there are a lot of investors on this coin, they might likely see this coin maybe coming down to this zone here, maybe around this zone here. It might likely come down to this zone here, and we might see it pumping to maybe somewhere around here, or maybe even breaking structure from here. That is now, it depends on the news and the investors that's on the market. They might likely see it here, but even if the market don't get to that zone, it might likely get to this zone here. Might likely get to this zone here. Might likely see it getting to this zone here before dumping. So it's something I can look up to. Then there's this coin I bought before. Actually gave me good profit too. Yeah, this coin was actually a good coin that actually gave me good profits. Yeah, around this zone here, I bought coin when it made this movement. I actually made profit from this. I sold around somewhere here, made good profit from this before the market dump. But as you can see that the market did not clearly break out. It didn't clearly break out. So we might still see the markets coming up to even break out from here itself. Market might still come up again and clear out this zone. But if it should come up and clear out this zone and they not dump, then we might see it even coming up more safe. But I won't want to buy from here due to I feel like the market might not go that high again because it's already tested a zone here. It might not go that high, but if the market should maybe reject and want to pump again, then I might consider going in maybe somewhere around this zone here that I marked. So somewhere around there, right? Yeah, somewhere around there. Might consider going in maybe if the market should come back to this zone here, then might consider buying somewhere around there and leave it for the long hold. At least 2 years. In within 2 years, now this thing should be able to, or a year, and by next year or next year ending, you should be able to get to this zone here. So these are pairs that I just feel like if the news on it are good, because you have to check the news on it. You still have to make research. You don't just maybe just analyze and believe that it's going to get to a certain zone. No, you analyze, you check the market, you see a zone that you're expecting the market to get to. You still go online and still browse and make your own research and see, okay, like what are they saying about the coin? What are they saying about this exact market online to see if there are a lot of people talking about it. If there are much people talking about that exact coin online, there is a high chance that if you should go in, you are going to likely make money from it. Because if you just want to just use by analysis and just go in, the market might make a little pump price and reject. Because even the investors there, if they feel like the market is not doing well the way they expect it to be, they can decide to pull out. And if they should pull out, it's not like the forex market that the market mostly give a massive movement only during the news days. This one is if they pull out, you can just see a massive pump, a massive dump that might even crash the market. And all these coins are not coin that has that high market cap that you can see that it cannot crash my money like that. I have like 100 billion market cap and the rest. It's not those kind of coin. So it's my likely still dump on you. It's my likely still crash on you. Even coins that even have high market caps can still crash on you. It's possible. This is crypto space. It's possible. Anything is possible. So you have to trade with sense and be very careful in the market. So this is all I can say for now on these pairs or on the market movement. So maybe later on during the week or maybe tomorrow, I might try and make a video again talking about market caps and how to explain on market cap using the coin market cap. So at least you can also be able to use it and also find coin that you can purchase and how to check the exchange that the coins are on. So that is just it for this video. Have a nice day.